site since 1850. A tea room was installed in its riverside gardens in 1890, followed by a ferry service which operated from 1900 until the early 1950s. Today it is a modern restaurant. A little further on, note a large apartment block. Built in 1979, it is known as Riverside Court. From 1868 until the 1970s, this was the site of another public house and lodgings known as the White House Hotel. The hotel provided rowing boats for hire, and it too ran a ferry service until the onset of the Second World War. Beyond Riverside Court, and continuing for quite some distance on the right-hand side, look out for some riverside wooden cottages, which were once part of the property of the large houses to the rear. Over the years, many of these riverside holdings have been sold off. Prices vary considerably depending on their size and quality, but are quite expensive considering that the owners cannot live in them and insurance is difficult because of the likelihood of flooding. Now turning to the left-hand side and far away in the distance, you will soon be able to see part of the city skyline. To begin with, look out for the four turrets atop our majestic cathedral. Originally, this was the site of a 7th century Saxon minster, but following the arrival of William the Conqueror in the 11th century, the first Norman Earl of Chester, Hugh d'Avranches, authorized the building of an abbey here in 1092. In 1540, along came Henry VIII, and in order to divorce his first wife, Catherine of Aragon, he split with the Church of Rome and made himself head of the newly formed Church of England. From this point on, Chester's Abbey became its cathedral. In 1992, Chester celebrated its 900th anniversary, firstly as an abbey and then as a cathedral. Queen Elizabeth II herself joined Chester's celebrations by granting Lord Mayor status to the city in recognition of its historical importance. Since 1228 we've had a mayor, now we have a Lord Mayor. Just to the left of the cathedral, note the tall pointed tower standing high above Chester's Town Hall, seat of local government since it was built in 1869. Very much in the style of a French chateau, but surprisingly designed by a young Irishman, William of Belfast, when only 29 years of age. Still on the left-hand side, but sweeping well to the right, you will notice a tall chimney. This is Chester's lead shot tower. This tower was built in 1799 to provide lead shot, otherwise known as musket balls, primarily for use as ammunition in the Napoleonic Wars. Although a number of such towers were built at this time, Chester's Tower remains not only as the oldest of the 3 remaining towers in the UK, but as a reminder of those far-off days.